So hey guys, in our previous video we have discussed about how we can represent the graph using adjacency list. Okay, so now in this video we are going to see the breadth first search, how we can derive the breadth first search using adjacency list. Okay, so coming to our previous program, in the previous session we have discussed about read graph function and print graph function. Okay, it's just for creating the graph and printing the graph. Okay, now what we're gonna do here is we are going to derive a menu driven program. So for that I need one choice. Okay, I'm just printf enter 1 for BFS. Okay, and in the upcoming video we are also going to see DFS, so enter 2 for DFS. Okay, now enter 3 to print adjacency list. Okay, and finally enter 4 to exit. Okay, now we are taking the input from the user. Okay, so recurringly we are calling this. So what do I have to do? A while loop, just designing a while loop. Okay, I'm going to design a do while loop because at least once this code should execute. Okay, so while ch not equal to 4, whenever ch is equal to 4, then we are going to break this. So switch, and our switch variable is ch. Okay, case 1, case 2, 3, and case 4 simply just there is no need to write case 4. Okay, just still we are writing. Okay, I am going to copy this print graph function from here and pasting it here. Also a break statement here. Now BFS I wanted to design this function. Okay, now the prototype of this function is it is returning nothing. Okay, so return type is void BFS. Now what things we need for this this adjacency, this array, of course. Okay, so that it can get the access of our adjacency list. Okay, this adj of struct node struct node star ad. Okay, also from which vertex we want to start, so integer start, and what I am going to do is just carrying one visited array. Okay, so integer visited array, it's an array of, I can also specify the size, that of number of vertices, but just for single dimensional array it's not that important. Okay, so here I wanted to pass adjacency list. Okay, now I wanted to ask the user that from which enter the vertex from which you are going to start. Okay, and just scanning this as scanf %d, and let's create a variable that is data. Okay, and declare it here. Now okay, cool, it's done. Now data. Also I wanted to create an array. Okay, then array is visited, sorry, ted. Yeah, I can also create that array of boolean, but then I require std bool. So rather than taking such complex things, just we are remembering this in a simpler way. Okay, so the visited array contains might contain some pre-default or some garbage value. So what we are going to do in here is for integer I will less than number of vertices and I plus plus, and here what I am doing is visited of I is equal to 0 just. Okay, and the same thing I will require in future. Okay, in for DFS. Okay, so just for creating our okay, cool. Also okay, we will see this part later. Just focus on BFS now for now. Okay, then passing visited array. Okay, now our main function, we are done with our main function. So when it is asking for the choice, okay, then which vertex we want to start with, cool. Okay, now we want to write this function. Okay, so now for BFS, if the user says me to start with from this 0. Okay, so to start from 0, I wanted which list should I access first? Obviously the list which is pointing to 0th list, means what we have done here is, this is an array of pointers which is holding, if I put here 0, then where it will point, it will point to this list, it will point to this one only. Okay, so whenever it points to 1, I can get access to the nodes adjacent to this 0. Okay, so in this way I am going to do this. I am just placing this window here for our better understanding. Yeah, so little bit, okay, no problem. Yeah, so now I have to develop this BFS function. So for BFS we require one queue. Okay, to keep track of the elements in the order which they arrive. So what this mean, that whenever the user say me that you want to start from 0, then I will push 0 into that queue, then the nodes adjacent to 0, then 0 is removed from the queue, then the next element will be taken and its adjacent nodes are taken. Okay, in this way BFS works, as you know. Okay, so now what we are going to do is okay, sorry, so yeah, one queue. So queue, what should be the length of this queue? Yeah, almost yeah, it's obvious that we are having the 5 vertices, so the number of vertices times we require queue. Okay, so for maintaining queue we require front, we require rear. Okay, and the value of this front and rear should initially point to -1 and of course -1. Okay, so I think now you have the idea of this. Okay, So I'm just zooming this. Yeah, okay. So now we have to now we are given that we want to start it from this start. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are just pushing the first element, that means start, in the front of the queue. So queue of front. So before pushing it into the front now is pointing to -1, so it first point to 0, so it is pre-incrementing, means it will increment itself first, so it will become 0 and then it will start into queue of 0. Okay, then rear I will also increment once. Okay, real will then also point to 0. So that's it. Now just like previous our adjacency matrix, while the queue is not empty, so while front is equal to or less than, okay, rear. So while front is equal to and less than rear, what we are going to do is we are taking one element from the queue and deleting it and printing it. Okay, just take it. So what we are going here is just okay. So wait, now in the adjacency matrix we have taken we have to take one variable, means one variable that is pointing to the queue of front, and we will check that element into the adjacency list. But here what we are going to do is we are dealing with this linked list. Okay, so what we are doing is we are going to do here is we have to define one struct node star pointer. Okay, sorry, ptr. Okay, just and now here what I am going to do is okay, so first the value that is present in the queue of front. Okay, I am just printing that value, but before printing that value what I am going to do is this the value that is present in here. Okay, so what I am going to do here is the list, there is a list.ad. so from okay, now we'll so it will so whenever it is start it is saying me to start from 0. Okay, so I have to select ad of 0. So where is 0 is pushed into this queue, so ad of, okay, I think you are getting this, means the value that is present in the queue of front, ptr. Okay, I think you should get it. Okay, so what I am going to do is here is I am just taking that pointer to the list, that is here, this arrow means this is pointing to this list. Okay, just getting this. Okay, after that I also wanted to delete this element, so just front plus it is post increment, so whenever it will return the value to the queue, means to the this ad, it will delete that value. Okay, so actually before deleting that value, what I wanted here is just to print that value. So printf %d. Okay, just taking some space, and then queue of front. Okay, and then plus it. Okay, here it is there is no problem. Okay, so now the element is printed, and what now what I have to do is I have to enter all the elements which are adjacent to this, means which are present in this list. Okay, just so while this ptr is not equal to null, so till there is any element in this list, I will traverse throughout the list. And okay, first time it is pointing to this, then ptr equal to ptr of next. Okay, so it is going like that. So ptr is equal to ptr dot next. First time the ptr is ptr of q, okay, of front. Okay, so now what I am going to, I have to just add the ptr of data into the queue. Into the queue of rear. Okay, I think you are getting it. Okay, and just a minute. Whenever we are adding, it doesn't mean that it is from, I am adding from front. No, it is from actually rear. Just because both values are -1 it doesn't mean that, but it is logically it was logically wrong, so now it is correct. Okay, then key of rear, so rear should also plus plus. Okay, we are adding new element, so key of rear is equal to ptr of data, so it will add all the data. Again it will come to this. Okay, data is added, so q is not trendy. Then again it will take the key of front. Now key of front is, then it is printed, deleted. Okay, in this way it will work. Okay, so just for our understanding, I am just printing here the BFS traversal from % is. Okay, now it is correct from start. Okay, I can also store the id of q from start. Yeah, then it will be not that much complex, it will not look like that. Okay, just what, okay, just do this. I'm doing this, that. Okay, okay, q of the value of q of front is going to the start start, and then okay, first value is going on. Okay, the q of front is going to start. Okay, and here I can also print. Okay, now it's correct. Just check, just now I'm going to check whether our program is good going. Okay, so what it says, okay, while I have not given the in line number 60, I think. Yeah, okay, here it is missing semicolon. Now it should run. Okay, cool. So our we will represent this graph. So before that, wait. Okay, here I am not reading the graph. Okay, whenever so here it will not do anything. Okay, why? Because I'm not entering here anything. Okay, so why it is asking? Yeah, it is asking for number of vertices only. Okay, and then it will directly move you to enter BFS, but there is, since we have not created, so we can't expect like this, so we have to create it. Just okay, now it is correct and it will work fine. Yeah, now just rerunning this program, we will get, okay, enter the number of vertices in the graph. There are 5 vertices. How many vertices adjacent to 0? There are 3 vertices adjacent to 0, that is 1, 2 and 4. Okay, then two vertices are adjacent to 1 and they are 0 and 2. Okay, then from 2 there are 3 vertices and they are 0, 1 and 3. From 3 there is only 1 and that is 2. From 4 there is only 1 and that is 0. Yeah, good. Now enter the BFS first. From which vertex you want to start? I want to start from 1. Okay, there was some mistake. Okay, I will try. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I got the problem, and the problem was that is that I have taken the visited array but I haven't used it. Okay, so while ptr is equal to null, I have to check also a condition that the element which are this element ptr of data. Okay, copying it. If ptr of data is not visited of ptr of data, visited of ptr of data is not equal to 1, means it is not visited. Okay, and when I will enter it into the queue, then I will mark it as visited of that data. Data. Okay, then it will mark the visitor of data as also here visited of start 1. Okay, now I think it should work. Just a minute, let me check. Okay, while okay, and ptr of data is not visited. Yeah, and initially I have pointed it to 0. Okay, and now visited of start is equal to 1 and the nodes put. Okay, so it should work now. Hope every time I will get errors. There are 3 nodes, 1, 2 and 4, 2 nodes, 0 and 2, 3 nodes from 2, 0, 1 and 3. 3 there is only 1 node and that is 2. From 4 there is only 1 node and that is 0. Okay, cool. And print the adjacency list. It is printing fine. Okay, it's just like that. Okay, BFS, and I want BFS from 1. Yeah, it have given the BFS, and the BFS is like 1. From 1 it is pushing, it is printing 0 and 2. Okay, so 4 and 3. Yeah, okay, now you can see here the BFS is printed as we want. Okay, enter the vertex you are going to start. Okay, now 0. Yeah, I think okay, our program is working fine now, but I think okay, whenever I return from yeah, so what is being done here is it will ask for these inputs. Okay, because I have not put it the break here. Okay, I want to just put a break. Okay, now you can also understand the significance of this break into switch statement. But yeah, you can see that our order is correct and it is working fine. Also, for your understanding, we will also take an example again. This example again with all we will consider all the examples. Okay, now so 5 vertices are there, and yeah, so I'm Now I will do it fast. 1 2 4. Now 1 from 2, 2 and 0. Okay, from 2 there are 3 that are 0 1 3 0 1 3. Yeah, so from 3 there is only 1 and that is 2. From 1 there is only 1 and that is, yeah. So print adjacency list, print BFS, and our BFS will start from 0 0 from, okay, print BFS and start from 1. So from 1 if we start, then no, okay, initially we started from 0. Okay, 0 condition, in 0 condition the nodes which are adjacent to 0, that is 1 2 and 4 are printed first and then 3. Okay, and from 1 we have already discussed, and for let's try for 3, no, let's try for 2. Okay, oh I'm sorry, DFS is not there. Okay, so it is BFS and start from 2. Yeah, so 2, then 0 1 3 and then 4. Okay, let's start from 3 then 2, then nodes adjacent to 2, that is 0 1 and then 4 finally. Okay, the last element that is remaining is 4. Start from 4, then 4 nodes adjacent to 0 as only 1, that is 0, then 0, from 0 we can reach 1 and 2, then 1 and 2, and from 2 we can reach 3. Okay, in this way this BFS is working. So I hope that you have understood what BFS is actually is and how to implement it in a program. If you are not understanding how this read graph and print graph function is working, I will put the description of previous video, that is how to implement the graph using adjacency list. That is a previous video, that is the prerequisite for this video. Okay, so goodbye till then.